Oh my my. Oh hell yes. Girl, put on your party dress and your rain boots because it is lit. It is now midnight, August 11th, partial solar eclipse day. And I want to remind you, all the planets are on the same side of the sun. And if you think planetary alignments matter, then that's something. Okay, we're going to talk about the flooding in Texas that's about to be happening and an overall rainy situation. But let's get to Texas first because that is, look at that, dude. Giant peanut of rain doom over San Antonio and surrounding areas. Borney. Watch it. Boom. Look at that, dude. It's like you watch movies that really mess you up as a kid that you maybe shouldn't have seen. There's the movie Orca, the killer whale. Anyway, that's way off course. But look at that. We are watching that happen in action. So there might be multiple updates tonight because that is about as violent of a storm I've seen in about a year. It's weird how trends and patterns repeat themselves. And that's what's great about being THORNEWS is my back work is so stellar. I can just refer to a year from now and see what was happening. See all the trends and patterns. Because I cover this shit so well. Okay, so we got a giant bullseye over Texas. It's over the next 7 days. We got a giant bullseye over Oklahoma, Nebraska, that state, and Arkansas. I don't know. Like, my brain's not working that well. It's Friday night, Saturday morning. Your brain shouldn't be working that well either. You know that area. And then you got the East Coast is still under the gun. We're going to get our Azores high with the pattern of rain all weekend. It's going to be a wet, soggy weekend unless you're in the West Coast and you're on fire. That's a horrible, tragic situation, but really, the weather's been kind of horrible, kind of tragic since the start of 2017, so I have to keep my sense of humor as your planetary defense commander. All right, so, check this out. So I was talking about, hey, y'all, because when I was going back a year ago, I was like telling people, hey, guys, I think we're going to get hit by multiple hurricanes. And like a lot of people were like, fearmonger, you don't know anything. And we got hit by multiple hurricanes. Anyway, so this year, if the dust shield lifts and the wind shear dies down, the United States is in deep shit. That includes you, Texas, Florida, and the East Coast. And the patterns we've seen, we could get hit by 2 landfalls at the same time or up 4 hurricanes in 1 month. Those are the patterns I'm putting out there that are possible if the dust shield from Africa settles down and the wind shear dies down. It's like 90 degrees in the Gulf, and then it's even warm up the East Coast. So this one's got a 10% chance, but 20% over the next 5 days, 10% over the next 48 hours. And so we'll keep our eye on it. The eclipse is today, and Harvey happened like 5 days after, so I'm going to be checking the models after the eclipse. But what am I talking about? Probably something very important. It's like there's a giant wave that just rolled off. There's our wave that we're watching. And when it does get to the hairy period, if it gets there, it's going to be like a machine gun, dude. It's just going to be one after another. And people are going to be like, what is happening? It's like, dude, you know, you not been paying attention? Anyway, here's a giant squall line that is moving through Texas. But look, that is a nasty rain band, man. That thing looks like it can drop a whole lot of rain. So Austin, by the time you're getting in from partying, you might be getting hit with some rain. And wherever that is, you guys are getting a lot of rain. But it looks like it kind of dies down, but it's starting to die down. But it pulses up and it pulses down. But you guys are going to be getting a lot of rain over the next few days. True story. True story. And then we've been getting more flooding up in these areas. And Mother Nature's been dropping some serious rain in short amounts of time lately. And John, that giant hurricane that's off the Pacific coast, has been adding moisture to this area. So, crazy days indeed, my friends. What are we looking at here? Oh, I slept all day. It's been like 40 hours in that brown dwarf video. It's so good, though. Like, I don't say that much where I'm like, oh my god, the video's amazing. But if you haven't seen the brown rogue dwarf video that I made, it's hilarious. If you like to laugh and stuff, I highly recommend it. I'll leave a link at the last 30 seconds for you to save 5 seconds of your life. Look at that. But look at this moisture situation. We got our atmospheric river trying to reach back. Florida, the tip of Florida got some heavy rain today, I think. And there's the spot. We keep watching that it puffs up almost every day. So it's just a giant moisture mess, which may sound exciting to you. And yeah, it's exciting, but it's also dangerous. So dangerous. So dangerous. All right, let's watch this model together, shall we? I don't trust these models. These models have been pretty wacky. And there were twice in the last 48 hours. The model didn't even put out a model. You know what I'm talking about? Like, it usually goes every 6 hours. So it goes 0, 12, 18Z. Notice this is 0, 6. So this skipped the 6. They're like, it's busted. So when you got models breaking down, when it's starting to get crazy, that's not a good sign. I don't trust these models at all. I don't trust anybody, really. Except for Dizzy. He's my only friend. It's okay. That's what getting older is about, I guess. Especially if you're in the truth community. Alright. So there's our giant Azores High, which is looking a bit wobbly, which might be good and might not. Cranky Weather Guy, who's the king of weather Twitter, has been mentioning that, once again, if the dust in the wind shear does die down, the Azores High creates a perfect path to drop hurricanes either off on the East Coast, Florida, or Texas. And I totally agree with him. These are crazy days indeed. Now, let's do it. Oh, this is so much fun. What you do is you go here. You go over to, boom, precip moisture. And you jack it out. Jack it out, baby. And whoever, you know what's weird is they put negative connotations behind like all normal words that used to be good. You know, like happy ending. Apparently, if you go get a massage, then you get a hand job. And I don't know, whoever called a hand job a happy ending, you know? You know what I'm saying? Like, literally. I can't ever remember a time where a hand job was a happy ending. Those damn Illuminati. Anyway, so we're watching the moisture here for possible volcano eruption eventually in the future. And as we noted, this rain situation just keeps getting worse. And then we got the bullseye was lower. Now it's higher. And then there's this giant chunk of rain that's just hanging off the coast. So things shift. Could be real rain for the East Coast, which has already been rainy. All right. Seen that one a million times. All right, so let's look at the ocean. That's what we're doing. Looks crazy. Patterns everywhere. You know, there's double hurricane things off the Pacific. Look, it went north after Hawaii. So that's good. Look at mean sea level pressure. Might creep you out, though. Yep. It's an interesting situation. It's chunky. Look at the gravity waves. Gravity waves turn me on. I'm going to have to turn the video off if I get turned on too much. I don't want to be creepy. Ruin my scientific reputation. You know? I worked so hard to build my scientific reputation. What if my jokes fall flat? What if I used all my humor in that brown dwarf video? Anyway, it's like I talked about last year. When this pattern shifts over to the East Coast, which it will do like it did last year, that's how I called all the hurricanes properly. With a giant bow shock boomerang there. That is so weird. That is so weird. And this high system is just non-stop. What will happen next? Oh man, my next edited weather video will be amazing. There's just been so much jaw-dropping footage. It's the Chile volcano erupted. You know, so like the Pacific side of the Ring of Fire has just been super active. Unfortunately, China, Asia, like the mudslide videos coming out of China are mind-blowing. Like giant mudslides hitting highways, giant mudslides taking out houses. It's happening in Switzerland also. Philippines, a Laos dam, they got dams breaking, and it's a scary situation for them, really. Like I said, the pattern switches, and then we'll have a scary situation. And I would guess 2 weeks. I don't know, though, but like I said, be prepared after the eclipse. So yeah, Texas, you got some major flooding. That was the whole point of this video. And I got, of course, so this is the dust blobs. But notice if the hurricanes start to get in between the dust, then that's big trouble for us. Well, I mean, I'm going to try and move to Colorado before the end of the month. So, that's how serious I am about hurricane season. Watch how once your water levels vapor burst up, but then watch, right there's that spot. Every day. And remember, I usually point out stuff for a damn reason. And so, there's just something about why that spot, every day, one spot keeps getting spotted up. This 48-hour precipitation Texas. And if you'll notice, Texas needs rain. The East Coast does not. But if you'll notice that we're all going to get rain for the next few days. So it could be some pretty large totals because these storms have been wild and wacky and wet, dropping record levels of rain in short periods of time. That's not what I wanted. I hit the wrong button. All right, notice these giant blobs just flying out. The dust shield, the wind shear don't get rid of the rain or the moisture. So you got 1, 2, you got a whole lot of wetness headed our way. There's already wetness here. Look at all this precipitable water that's ready to participate in the major storms. But just look at Asia. Like right now, Asia is the one. Too bad we don't have our shit together as a world. Oh, I should say happy and positive. I don't want to get into just how disappointing the world is. Like, how dumb can they be? How dumb can they be? Like, seriously. Everything is falling apart, getting torn to shreds by Mother Nature through fire, water, and wind, and hail and lightning. People are arguing about the stupidest shit ever. Wow, I've never seen a color that. That is just. Oh my God, dude. That is bad news. Look at that color. That is way too much water, moisture. That is bad news, man. Well, Korea, if you wanted rain, I think you got some, baby. Holly. All right, so see, look, I'm talking about Atlantic temperatures. I went out with 2 gentlemen the other night for dinner. I listened to them talk about work for like an hour, and then I was like, okay, I'm leaving. They're like, what? I said, hey, I don't give a shit about your, I didn't say I don't give a shit about your work. I just said, well, I was going to tell you guys I'm leaving town and because hurricanes. And they're like, we don't care about hurricanes. And I was like, well, you live in Houston, so you should care. And due to the fact that, like, this is 90 degrees right here, you should care. Because Cat 5 up the shipping channel would be bad news. You know? And then you have the anomalous temperatures up by the Pacific. Yeah, bad news, dudes. Bad news. I mean, good news. We're all still alive. We're still in it. We can handle it, but the fires are the worst situation. The worst fire situation ever, I think, California modern record. You know, you've had like 7 of the biggest fires in history in the last 10 months in California. So that is bad news. You know, there are people out there like, there's always volcano eruptions in Hawaii. There's always fires in California. There's always rain in Florida. You know, it's like, wow. Yeah, I guess that's why people simplify things so much. It's just so much easier for them. And I guess it's why people like politics. That way they don't have to think that much. I guess free thinking, critical thinking hurts some people's brains. Like, oh my God, I tried critical thinking and then I got one of those like Slurpee brain freezes. But I hadn't drank anything cold and delicious. So I felt gypped. So I ain't critical free thinking no more. I'm just going to agree with, you know, whatever Justin Bieber thinks. If Justin Bieber thinks it, I think it too. Yeah, I just randomly pick somebody. Maybe Justin Bieber has all great ideas. I don't know. I don't want to judge anybody. That's not what I do. I punch up. So whereas a lot of people like to say, hey, see all these people I don't like? Like, see all these Democrats, Republicans that I think are mentally handicapped, I like to spend my entire time making fun of them. Yep, that's what I do. I find people I think are mentally handicapped, and then I make fun of them, like Democrats or Republicans. That is not me. If I'm a punch up, I usually do it up, not down. You know, space agencies and big banks or defense contractors or religions. You know, I'm Thor. So me taking on an individual just seems like a waste of resources. Other people, no, they like to punch down. They're like, let me find the weakest, most unintelligent people I can, and I'm going to pick on them. And it makes me feel good. I'm like, that's weird. Hey, to each their own. And I'm not judging anybody. But look at the water. Look at those lines of moisture at the bottom. Hey, man, it's like midnight. Weekend. Party time. So if you expected me to be all serious, well, that's not my thing. It's not right now. I'll have time during hurricane season in like 3 weeks to be all serious. Not right now. It's not my thing. Not right now. Okay? Stay cool. Who knows? Might even talk to you again tonight. I'm going to try and work on edited videos, though. They take forever. Oh, yeah. THORNEWS is amazing. So I think I deserve a few contributions, maybe. Maybe not. Be like, nope, you got to work harder. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. But I will leave a PayPal link, my Patron, my P.O. box. Speaking of that, when I drive to Colorado, it's going to be a 16-hour drive. If you guys want to make me, I have a CD player in my old Mustang. It's 2004 with 188,000 miles, which is going to need a tune-up and a new tire. So if you guys want to make me a CD for the drive and send it to my P.O. box, that would be awesome. I don't know if anyone has CDs anymore, but I know sometimes the radio will let you down. Oh, and if you happen to have any comedians that are really great that you like and you want to put them on a CD, 16 hours is a long time, you know, especially to drive. But I got to get up 5 in the morning because when I'm dumb and I drive at night, man, I don't like night driving. I like day driving. I mean, I can drive at night. I like night driving, but not if you're doing it like 16 hours. Now I've talked too much. Okay, talk to you guys soon. You guys stay cool. I love you. Peace out.